question is that I don't really know you, David. I know you sent me Christmas cards and you tried to act as if you're my friend, but when we come on stage, it's just a bitch fest.
It came from you.
Oh,
you started it. It came from you.
Well, that's fine.
It all came from you. It all came from you, Lauren. You've done it again.
Excuse me.
You had every opportunity to talk about being nice, but you're moralistic, you're into respectability, you're into the whole concept of being
lady said, do you want me to shout? Because I will.
Oh, be like Violet Elizabeth.
Excuse me. This lady,
if it does you good, have a scream, love.
You should be the one who's screaming. Now, this lady here asked me a question, okay? Now, I hope that David Hoyle is a humanitarian. I really do. But I don't know David Hoyle enough to judge. Now,
so you do judge?
Listen, this is tit for tat now we're talking.
So you do judge?
And this lady, I mean, she's obviously got issues, problems.
I wish I had one. I wish I had one, darling, because she's one of the most stimulating people you're ever gonna meet in your life. And a big people to those of us that are queer. Those of us that don't have to have surgery, who live with our inner souls, our mentalities, and our bodies, and harmonise a lot more. And don't go through the convenience of getting involved in that whole dichotomy between masculine and feminine. It's a game you play.
Let us talk about the men, or trans men, who get married, have children, and suddenly decide they wanted sex change. Okay? And they ruined lives while they did it. I didn't get married, I didn't do any of those things, and I did it for me. Now, whatever anybody wants to say, any judgment calls, that's up to you. I've heard it all, nothing to hurt me anymore.
Can I just say, I actually think that you were a gay man, and that maybe your family persuaded you to have it all.
Oh,
you're a cunt!
Because it is wrong for men to have it off with each other, therefore, become a woman. It's only a subconscious thought. Let's discuss it.
Okay, let's discuss.
I'm not saying it's the truth, but it's a catalytic statement. Let's work on it.
Okay, well, let us discuss the fact then, David. And I think that about you. I think you should be a woman. But look at you.
I don't believe in men and women, love, so you can't impose your shit onto me.
Well, at least it's not on the floor, David. I'm glad about that.
What's not on the floor?
Shit. And I don't like saying the word.
Well, I was going to invite you to paint with me.
Well, I'm certainly not going to do that, and God knows what I'd be painting with. Jesus, it must be quite disturbing.
Well, obviously there'd be no menstrual fluid, would there? Take it up with a gentleman here with the white sleeves.
Can I see your fake badge?
Can you see what? No, you can't. And that is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Everything's disgusting with you, Lauren, isn't it?
Well, maybe I'm the only one who's sane here. Maybe that's it.
Can I just say that at magazine we share everything with the group? You're quite right. If I had an operation, I'd show you the scar, the wound.
You're certainly not going to see it, that's for sure, okay?
Yeah, but why are you being all respectful and prissy now when we've all seen you do internet fucking porn? Why are you now being all a bit sort of hoi polloi, a bit sort of ooh, when you've been on the internet with your legs open, involved in porn? So why are you now pretending to be this respectable personage?
Well, I'll answer that question.
Yeah.
I was drugged.
Listen, look, I am most of the time and I know what I'm doing. Hello, darling. Beautiful lady here wants to ask you a question if we have to put gender stereotypes on people. I thought it was about freedom, I didn't realise it was about fascism. Go on.
I'm in love with a transgender man who wants to be a woman.
Yes.
Do you think it's possible to go through physical change and still survive intact as a couple?
I do. I mean, I have survived.
Did you get the question?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
I think the question was, just pass the mic to the lady.
Yeah. 1, 2, what?
I'm in love with a man who wants to be a woman.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you thought it was possible to go through drastic change.
I'm going to tell you this honestly, okay? If you remain in this relationship, it won't be good for you. Because the thing is, you won't want to marry a woman, and that's exactly what you're doing with a woman, but they might not be physically one. So, I mean, it's going to hurt you, so you've got to just get out. Get out.
David, Wayne, hi. I adore you, I've respected you for many years and everything, but I think you have brought Lauren up again to ridicule him. I think you have. It's not a fucking... It isn't Vauxhall Pleasure Gardens again. He isn't a freak, and that is really mean. I'm sorry, you're treated like a freak! Fuck off, and I love you, and I've loved you for years, I'm sorry, that is my opinion. Don't be mean. Don't be fucking mean. Yes, it is mean.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it.
It's beautiful. It's a bit like when we talk about spirituality, it brings a lot to the surface. It brings a lot of things to the surface.
Lauren is giving as good as he's gay.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
Okay, darling, yeah. You'll have to shout it out.
I just wonder, because you're an adult, why have you not left home yet?
Because I've been two people, and that's quite difficult to do that.
What?
And also, to be two people and to have that emotional baggage around you means it's difficult. And it has been. But I'm finally on the right path, and my family have been the best support you could possibly ask for. And my mother's here today, but I wouldn't want her to participate because she'll be so angry after the way David Hoyle has actually treated me today. Because when you're a parent, all you care, I don't want to speak to you. When you're a parent, you care about your children, and you don't want them to be hurt. I'm sure there's an awful lot of parents in the audience. So, I don't want that to happen. And I'm not going, and I've defended my family ever since I was a child, and I don't want to do that anymore.
Okay, that's
Can I just ask
another question.
and there's one more. It's like, can I just ask another? I get a bit, I'm not an actor, but I get bothered when people think that actors shouldn't play. Why do you think acting's acting, and just let someone play
and I completely
what they
understand
want.
with you. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, okay,
it's fictional.
I know, but there's some. Excuse me,
person here. Yeah, I have to describe the question so that the ladies and gentlemen know what we're talking about. The person here has said that as an actor or an actress or whatever you describe yourself as, when you're portraying a transsexual person, maybe that should be open to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
But some people are very insecure and they need
Excuse me, David, I was asked the question. You were not asked the question.
Okay.
If
Some
you
of
would
us
like me
believe
to
in
respond, I shall respond to you. I would like to answer the question.
Answer away,
Now
darling.
the thing is,
And live in peace.
sarcasm is the worst form of wit.
I'm not being sarcastic, really.
I'd like to answer the question. What I'm saying is that if there were lots of transsexuals on television portraying transsexuals and making it look real, I'd understand, but there are not. And Coronation Street is a very big program. There's a lot of people who take it and they treat it as if it's real. And I wanted a real transsexual to play the part for a change, so they don't have to pretend, and you can speak to them and they can relate to the character. How can just an ordinary woman play that part and really feel it?
Okay, gentlemen over there.
I think you have a very big concept, and that's what's saying David and also your judgment. How do you equate that with the transgender woman who became a man and since given birth to a child? Where you're like, no, if you don't take pills, you're still a woman. It's not a fit condition, it's lux. But you won't allow that.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
Pills and give birth to a child. She did.
Well, I'm hope that person's happy. That's all I can say. That's the main thing, isn't it? But I know that I stopped taking mine. I think it's completely different for a man who transitions to a woman than the other way around. And I don't know anything about that because it didn't happen to me, I'm afraid. Listen, I was talking about the fact that there were not enough transsexuals playing roles as transsexual women in programs.